Hello, neighbors. Welcome to a new edition of the Friday Eve show of the Sideline Junkies, brought to you by Clear Production Sports. Ladies and gentlemen, another edition of this show. You know, there's a thing that people do at the water cooler. There's a thing that people do when they're walking around the office, but what they really do is they talk about a show. It's called the Thursday Night Throwdown. Yeah. And our host is KG.
Ding, ding, ding. Ladies and gentlemen, here we go.
Oh, man. As you can see, we already on one tonight. Joined to my, I guess that would be my right, left. That I guess because the screen's mirrored. So joined by the boss, BJ, Jack, the gentleman, Jack Carr, and none other than the Midnight Rider himself, the Midnight Rider.
You see how we try to avoid certain words on this show? We can't say bottom on this show because it's a whole mess if we say that. We can't do with the gentlemen that are to the south of the screen.
Yeah, they're south. Gentlemen, first of all, most importantly, how y'all feeling tonight?
I'm here. I don't know what you're gonna get today, so just be ready for shenanigans. That's all I'm gonna say.
Sam Warner checking in. No David Hasselhoff. Not yet. Got a lot to get into tonight. Couple of things. Let me kind of sit back a little bit so you can see my background. It's the reason why I chose that background tonight.
Reason.
I don't want to take it full screen, so I'm just gonna go ahead and say it. Big Dog checking in on Instagram. I'm gonna go ahead and say it. If you haven't seen the news, the Saturday Night WrestleManiacs will be appearing on MeTV on Saturdays, coming up very soon. So the Saturday Night WrestleMania.
Talk to him.
Now, the correlation between the WrestleManiacs, the Sideline Junkies, John Thompson. John Thompson was, John Thompson, Doc Walker,
Yes.
E. Mitch,
Yes.
Chris Russell, all those. That's the inspiration behind the start of this podcast.
Oh my goodness, you're leaving out a name, and I'm not gonna forgive you for it.
Let me hold on.
Oh, don't do that. Don't.
John Thompson, Brian Mitchell, Doc Walker, Smoking Al Koken.
Okay, thank you. I'm about to leave. I was about to leave. I'm about to leave.
Can't leave out Smoking Al.
Okay.
That whole 980 family. Kevin Sheehan.
Okay, you ain't gotta go that part of it.
Don't hate, man. Don't hate. That's the inspiration behind what we do. And hey, this is what hard work pays off to do, but that's not even the end goal. It's not the end goal yet. It's just another what BJ called another half a brick in the building. So
I got this thing. I tell them that we building a house. We ain't got whole bricks. We got pieces of bricks that we lay down, and then we take a 6-month beer break.
I got you.
6
I
months.
love the way that sounds, especially the beer break part.
So, on another note, my mother,
Mama,
my
no,
mom,
she that's the one. That's the Carolina fan.
yeah,
Hey, your mama,
yeah.
Carolina fan.
And she
Oh.
said
Best thing
because of
she ever
that,
did. Hold on. Best
Oh,
thing she ever did was go to Carolina and bring you back a Carolina T-shirt.
she said because of that, she's ready to go ahead and be added on the payroll because her story our content.
Let's go.
Oh,
She's
man.
out next Tuesday.
We always got a spot reserved for Mama, so she just gotta.
Make it happen.
You gotta go to the house and you gotta get the technical side set her up. So all she gotta do is hit a button and hop on. That's it. That's it. All she gotta do is hit a button.
Sam All said, when I first found this channel, I thought it was only wrestling. Been watching another channel about a guy with 5 wives, and they all sisters in the meantime. Hey, you watching Sister Wives? Hey, ain't nothing wrong with little Sister Wives now. Hold on. All right. As promised on Tuesday, we're gonna talk some MLB All-Star festivities. We got the Home Run Derby coming up. What other festivities do they have around All-Star? I mean, they don't do the old timers game no more. They don't.
No, they do a
celebrity game.
Okay.
Yeah, they do.
I haven't even seen the roster for that either.
Yeah, they do that beforehand, and then they modified the home run derby because I think it's only 4 participants this year as opposed to it being like 8. So we want to see how that plays out on Monday. But it's the beauty of the All-Star game itself because it's the pomp and circumstance of the players just being able to be out there, have their kids around them. You know what I'm saying? The kids, the teammates, the Gatorades, the whole 9. So it's a beautiful thing.
Well, it is still 8. There's still 8 contestants. They've done some different stuff with the rules and how we're going to go, in which they've been tweaking for the past 15 years, in my opinion.
Right.
Like the old school one when it used to come on Saturdays, and Harmon Killebrew would go against, who the big guy from the first baseman, Boog Powell. That's Harmon Killebrew and Boog Powell. That was my dad's 2 favorite guys. And but now they're doing it 8 guys. The first round, 8 contestants. They go back to back. They're not head to head anymore. Top 4 move on to the semis.
Okay.
They can get 40 pitches or 2 or 3 minutes, whichever comes first. Then in the semis, it goes head to head. You'll get bracketed up head to head, and you'll go 27 pitches or 2 minutes, whichever comes first. So they have kept it at 8, but 8 compete all against each other to get into the semis is what they're doing this year.
And my man Keith checking in. He said biggest need to fix is home run derby. 2 years ago, Vladdy Jr. hit 90 and didn't make the final round. That's crazy.
Well, that's because the way it was set up. I mean, it wasn't like a little thing that we always talk about soccer with, but the aggregate. Like, they didn't have the home run derby set up where the aggregate mattered. It was each round mattered. So it didn't matter how many home runs you hit, as long as you beat the person that was near you. And I think guys adjusted during that time span to kind of temper their, like, once they beat the person that they were facing, they shut it down.
Yeah.
Yep.
Your participants this year: Gunnar Henderson from the Orioles, Pete Alonso from the Mets, Alec Baum from the Phillies, and he only got 11 total home runs this season.
Don't worry about that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Don't worry about that.
All right.
They couldn't find the number 8, so they threw him in there.
Bobby Witt Jr. from the Royals.
I think he's gonna be the lowest one.
Marcel Ozuna from the Braves.
Beast.
Jose Ramirez from the Guardians. Aldis Garcia from the Rangers, and Teoscar Hernandez from the Dodgers are your home run derby participants on Monday night.
Hey, real quick, hold on. I got to talk to Midnight Rider. Hey, we can bet on this, right?
Yeah, we're going to bet on this.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Don't worry about that.
Okay. This when if you hear the Cash App changes, just you know.
We know.
Keith says the way that it's set up is the problem. He hit the most, and yet he didn't make the final round. That's nuts.
No, it's not. We can't see. Here we go. We're with the participation trophy. Like no,
you gotta break it down to you gotta. And I'm not saying Keith is a casual fan, but I'm a casual Major League Baseball fan. So you have to break down to somebody that's looking from the outside in why somebody hit so many home runs didn't make the final round.
So what happened was I think he hit his, if I remember this correctly, he hit most of his in the first 2 rounds, and then the third round was when I can't remember who he was going up against, but whoever he was going up against, out hit him, and they didn't have like if you added their home runs up across the
Going up against Alonso.
Yeah, that's who it was. But if you added their home runs up before that, yeah, Vlad tore it up. But the problem was Vlad didn't have enough left in the tank because really the thing about the home run derby is it's more about endurance than it is anything else. My bad.
I'm sorry, I'm being a parent as well. Okay, so who would be the favorite? I mean, for me, it'll be Gunnar Henderson. I'm gonna go with the local favorite, but who would be the favorite with you guys? Let's start with Jack, go to the boss BJ, and then finish up with the Midnight Rider.
I like Vlad and Ozuna. That's the 2 I picked. Vlad, he started off real slow this season, and he's been on a tear lately. Ozuna, I just think he hits the ball hard all the time, whether he gets lift on it or not. So, home run derby, all they're swinging for is lift. So, I look for Ozuna to put up a big number. Not sure what Henderson's going to do. First time, rookie at the All-Star, I'd go ahead and just soak it all in. I wouldn't even worry about the home run derby if I was Gunnar. I'd just have a good time out there, Texas.
And I'm gonna ride that wave, right? I'm rooting for the local kid, Gunnar, right? And I think what Jack just said speaks into like just let it loose. And I think he might be one of those guys that have a big first round, just because of the crowd, the excitement. So I'm rooting for the local kid, see what he can do.
For me, I think I'm going Adolis Garcia, Texas Rangers. That's one of my guy. I just think I think he brings something different when it comes to hitting home runs. I'm surprised that Rosarena from the Tampa Bay Rays isn't in this, but yeah, I like Garcia.
Of course, I already said I'm, Gunnar Henderson for me, but here's a thing to, and Keith, you still listening? Tell me if you would go with this. If you could, you take 3 rounds. Your top home run hitters in Major League Baseball, 3 rounds. Whoever wins has to face the final boss. They have to face somebody like a Ken Griffey who can still swing a mean bat. You got to face a Barry Bonds. You got to face a Mark McGwire. Somebody that's known for hitting home runs. But you got to face a Hall of Famer or Hall of Fame caliber, because a couple of those guys ain't in the HOF yet. But you got to face the final boss. I mean, would that help out ratings? Because you also bring in the old school into the new school, and you kind of saying, hey, if you can beat Ken Griffey in a home run derby, you saying something.
I don't think so. I think that would be I don't know if fans would take that in, because here we go being the old guys on the block. Like, we're talking about guys, Ken Griffey, Barry Bonds, and those guys, and we're talking about guys that careers have been over for 10, 15 years. So does this fan base that is the 20 to 35-year-olds, do they even care about those guys? I mean, that's the one thing you got to figure out. Are we holding on to hope? By trying to set it up where somebody that we remember gets in this situation.
Oh, and Big Dog said acknowledge him on Instagram. Please acknowledge the Big Dog.
Oh, you
No,
God.
it's a big dog.
Big dog.
What's up, big dog?
I mean, I'm just throwing something out there. Just something.
No. I like the idea. I mean, I
It
would
don't have
even
to
love
be.
it. No,
It don't have to be King Griffey.
No,
It
I
could
would
be
take it this way.
Fernando Tatis for all I care. I don't care. It could be
No.
anybody.
I totally hear what you're saying, KG. But what I was going to say is, maybe you multi-layer the home run derby into a context where we have an old timers version that's the prelude. You know what I'm saying? Like you put 4 guys in, you give them 20 pitches, and whoever hits the most home runs out of the 20 pitches without the State Farm money ball and without the MasterCard money ball and all that stuff, you just give them a straight up contest. And then that's the way you celebrate the past while also celebrating the future and going forward.
Understand, and I agree with
Yeah, it would be awesome because rarely do you see the leading home run hitter in the home run contest. This year's home run leaders are Ohtani and Judge.
Yeah, I was going to say, yeah.
You know, Ohtani and Judge. So maybe it'd be cool to have 4 guys, maybe 6 guys go head to head till they go to the finals against Ohtani or Judge. That would be pretty cool, you know, against a true home run leader. Because the only one in the home run leaders is Henderson, and he's 4th.
Right.
The rest of them are below him.
Now, here's another question. How could you now, if we had to rank all-star festivities for all the 4 major leagues, we know that NFL is at the bottom of the barrel. NFL is not even in 4th. NFL is so far down the list, and it's only 4 on the list, but they're so far down the list it's trash. Because the Pro Bowl is garbage. I think the NBA and the NHL are tops. I think MLB is third.
No.
You said the NBA?
NFL, I mean, MLB is 1 because it's the closest you get to the real game.
Okay.
No matter how you lay it out. 2 and 3, you can flip a coin between NHL and NBA because actually no, I wouldn't even say that. I'd give NHL.
Go with the NHL, yeah.
Because NHL at least like makes a format to make it entertaining. And then the NBA, they just say, hey, we're gonna throw as many lobs and shoot as many threes as you want. And yeah.
Well, I was talking about
then it's the NFL punt, pass, and kick competition, or whatever they call the Pro Bowl now.
I've never watched a soccer all-star game, but I would put that before what the NFL puts out for their all-star.
That might be second. I mean,
but I'm not saying. I'm talking about as a whole, as the fest. You know, it used to be when February rolled around, you had All-Star Weekend. It started on Thursday. It started on Thursday with the MTV Celebrity Game. Friday with the Rookie Game. Saturday was All-Star Saturday Night. The game on Sunday, which everybody was ready to go for, and then you get up Monday, you're like, great, because it was in that trifecta of sports weeks, because you had the Super Bowl. I'm sorry, it used to be you had Royal Rumble, Super Bowl, then the All-Star Weekend in 3 consecutive weeks. So you were like sportsed out. But now,
I remember that because used to I remember taking a chick on a date, and it was like All-Star Weekend, and like looking at the TV. And like trying to like pay attention the whole time, because at that time it was interesting, but now it's not. But I think the problem these games have is these players don't care enough about the product that is coming out. Whether it's the NBA All-Star game, whether it's the NHL All-Star game, because they don't want to get hurt. They trying to get paid. That's what they're worried about. And like now, there's no, like, I would think that most of these teams now would go and try to move the All-Star games to the end of the year instead of having these breaks, because at least if the way the NFL does it, it's out of the way. But that might make it worse. So I don't know how to like figure it out.
I
You've
think that
already,
might make it way more worse than what it is
Yeah,
now.
yeah, they done. You know,
Yeah.
They done.
AK time.
and see that now that worked for the NFL because you were putting the Pro Bowl in Hawaii. You were playing at Aloha Stadium. It was a free vacation
Here we go.
to go to Aloha Stadium in Hawaii. You got to spend time in Hawaii. We can go to Florida anytime we want. Most players drive to Florida from Atlanta, from DC, from the Carolinas. You go to Florida on a regular basis. That's not fun. The NBA went away from what was fun with the All-Star game when you stop having anybody really compete in it.
How'd they go away from it? I think the athletes is what went away from it. I don't think it was the league.
Because no, the league messed it up.
How?
You know what messed up the dunk contest? When you have judges giving 48s on 50 dunks. Like, how did Dwayne Wade give that man a 9 on the fucking?
Hold on. Let's go back because this is what you want. You want the players because you are the king of. Oh, the players should make these decisions. The players should select people for the Hall of Fame. Players should do this. But now you mad at the players because they gave out bad scores.
That's not even mad at the players. Dwayne Wade just.
You're mad at the players.
Dwayne Wade's a player. Dwayne Wade's a player. You always and I understand where you're coming from. Just like when you were talking about the old timers coming back for the home run derby. You always want to incorporate the older players. So they incorporated some players, and that's the result.
Yep.
Okay. When it comes to a dunk contest and you incorporating players, you don't incorporate a Dwayne Wade. Not anything against the players.
Why not?
Whoa.
Why not?
Because you know why you don't?
Phil Fern.
Will you let me finish? We're not gonna do this tonight. You don't incorporate Dwayne Wade because that wasn't his event.
What is the Travis and Marco we got going on here?
Hold on. You incorporate a Dominique Wilkins, a George Gervin, a David
Gervin Figaro.
You can't. The more relatable because the older players don't like these new players anyway. So they're gonna give them 6s and 7s. The more relatable player, and his nickname was Flash for a reason. He had some dunks and stuff. He know what's going on. So you bring in a Dwayne Wade. You got to bring some more people relatable because if you bring in Dominique Wilkins and he's going off of what was when he was dunking, but you giving out 3s and 4s. You're not getting 9s.
See, that's just it. The way Dominique Wilkins was dunking, Dominique was a high flyer, but he dunked with power.
Back in my day,
flashy. You have guys with flashy dunks now.
Let me go get. I'll be right back. I got a cup. I need the whole bottle. I'll be right back.
But let me say this, and you said something about NBA All-Star Weekend. Let me tell you something. NBA All-Star Weekend 2005. I was home. My wife came over for a date. I was in the kitchen cooking chicken. I got put out of my own kitchen that night.
Because you was probably messing up the chicken.
I wasn't messing up the chicken. She just told me I was taking too long. And, she put me out of my own kitchen. So, I wasn't messing up the chicken.
Sparkle! Come out here, Sparkle! Come on out here. Set the story straight.
She only heard like 6 or 7 shakes of seasoning. And she heard it from where she was sitting, and then she was like, "Oh hell, no! I'm not eating no bland chicken tonight."
That wasn't even the case.
To the no.
That wasn't even the case. I wasn't messing up the chicken.
Yes, you was.
He said, "Get the story straight." So, am I lying? Did you or did you not put me out of my kitchen?
Yes, because you were messing up the chicken.
How was I messing up the chicken?
Who cooks 4 wings at a time?
Lord Jesus, talk to me.
A 12 to 13-inch frying pan, and you had 4 little wings in there. We was gonna be all night.
Oh, no.
I don't see the problem why we was there.
He was probably talking to each wing.
That's what he was doing. It was date night. He had Lionel Richie all night long.
Hello.
That was his game plan, Mama.
Looking for.
That's all the play he got.
An hour for fried chicken.
She said I didn't cook enough pieces of chicken, but my grandmother always told me don't let your chicken get too close because it's gonna burn. So I was like, no, I wasn't gonna let my grease burn. I wasn't gonna let my chicken burn. My first time cooking for her, I wasn't gonna burn the food. She wasn't gonna let me cook for her no more. Come on now.
What you doing?
He was
You doing slow cooking
he
fried
was
chicken?
talking to each piece as he put it in. You go in, little buddy.
I appreciate your.
He was making styrofoam chicken.
What's that joint from what is it? I accept you as privilege or whatever. Hold on. Tribute. That's what it is.
Oh,
Accept you as tribute.
he done blacked out.
I'm here.
He blocking his tears. He blacked out.
But all jokes aside, here's a question.
All right, let's get back on. All right, hold on.
What can you do to make the MLB All-Star festivities a little bit better? Because they don't have like a skills competition. You know,
You don't need one.
You what other things can you do to make this more watchable? Because it seemed like back in the day it was watchable, but now it's just like.
Can I talk before the two baseball guys talk? And because I want them to analyze what I'm saying. Okay. Baseball, you get back to the basics. Baseball is one of the few sports where that tradition matters. I think if you just get back to the basics, you don't have to have no special skill competition. You don't have, if you just get I don't know if you have to make an incentive like Jack said for Ohtani and Judge to come, for your leaders to come in. If you get them there and just do what you're doing, if I know Judge is there or Ohtani, can you imagine if they know Ohtani is there for All-Star Weekend in a home run derby? You know what the ratings would look like? That's all I got to say. I'm gonna throw it to the baseball guys now.
No, you're right there. You're right there. For All-Star Weekend, you know, they need to see all the stars out there. This here is the 94th Midsummer Classic, man. This is something that, you know, I've been watching since I was a wee little kid. Me and my daughter, here's a good one. Me and my daughter watched Home Run Derby all the way from up when she started playing T-ball. She was probably about 4 or 5 years old. And first thing, you know, she learned from me was, get out of here, you know. She knew when I said get out of here, it was a home run. So apparently my daughter had accidentally or on purpose dialed 0 on our phone. Or I'm sorry, 911. And the police call. And they're like, yeah, is everything all right at the residence? And my wife's like, sure, yeah, everything's fine. What do you mean? We got a phone call, hang-up call. And she's like, that must have been my 4-year-old daughter. She was messing with the phone. Well, we got to send an officer out to check on the welfare, on the well-being of the kids and everybody. So me and my daughter went back watching Home Run Derby. We forgot all about the police officer coming to our house. Well, apparently, when my wife opens the door and lets the police officer into the front foyer there, my daughter yells, get out of here. The police officer, he had fun with it when he found out the little kid was yelling at a baseball. He came in and see we were watching it. But, you know, I've been watching this for a long time, and I remember they used to have an old-timers game. They think they still had a celebrity game, but there's not much you can add to All-Star Weekend, you know, except for small tweaks like possibly having, you know, like I said, skills challenge. The whole game skills. And the game of all All-Star games, I think the MLB All-Star game is the best competitive game.
Yeah.
You know, you never know who's going to win it, but
it's something on the line with that because it's home field advantage in the World Series still, ain't it?
No.
We're not doing that anymore?
No, we got rid of that garbage.
Oh, it was good for me
because out like, yeah. That was the last of the bad Bud Selig decisions. Where he made that, the All-Star games matter. No, it doesn't. Like, just the problem that it doesn't matter is the amount of money we pay these guys. So they don't care as much as they used to. There used to be a series, because I love when Jack just talked about the old timers game. There was a series that used to come through RFK Stadium. It was the old timers that used to come through Luke Applin, Lou Brock, Satchel Paige. I mean, it was just guys after guy after guy that used to come through RFK, even though at that time we didn't have the Nationals. We had the old timers game that used to come through every year, and that's what we would go see. Like I'll never forget, me, my dad, and my uncle. Every year we would go see the old timers play, but now we don't really have that in any kind of way. And I don't know if that's an MLB thing. I don't know if that's an old timers thing, but that's something that I think is missing from the game. In terms of adjusting the derby or anything like that, I think like Jack said, the game is the best. It's the most pure setting of the game. And I think the only thing that's different now is because we make accommodations so nobody gets hurt. So instead of a pitcher going 3 innings in a all-star game, they'll pitch the first inning and then we'll piece it up the rest of the way with everybody else getting the inning in. That's not, so that way we don't mess up their rotations, because now we're messing with arms and throwing programs and things of that nature. So that's really the difference right now in our all-star game, where you don't maybe get all of the great pitches, because if KG is the number one starter for the Seattle Mariners and he pitches on Saturday, well, he can't pitch in the all-star game.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Like, they're taking care of these arms in such a way because we're using the arms differently, because everybody's doing max. Everybody's throwing 95, 96, 97, 102. So that's the difference with the All-Star game.
Okay. Couple of comments real quick. Sam Moss said, I would like to see humans versus machines. Humans would always win if the future can make that happen one day.
I don't know about that.
He said these what ifs are wild. You got to throw. I mean, this is a show of what ifs.
True.
So you telling me Johnny 5 can't hit a home run?
No.
Whatever. You in the cage of RoboCop and you lose, and his leg opened up to go get his piece.
Sam also says, hello, cooking 4 pieces of chicken at a time. Gonna be here all night. That's balls. I like that. I like that.
All night long.
Really, really quick. The celebrity baseball game you talked about. DJ he sent me over the rosters.
Good.
This who's participating. Garrett Hilbert, an influencer from Dude Perfect. Deion Sanders.
Coach Prime?
Yep.
There's usually a few old timers in it too.
Lauren Gibson, a WCWS champion. Natasha Watley, USA softball Olympian.
Mm-hmm.
Jenny Finch.
That's UCLA.
Huh?
I think that's UCLA pitcher Jenny Finch.
Yeah, the softball champion.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Pedro Martinez.
I got it for Jenny.
Jenna Bandy, Matt James, who's a reality TV personality from The Bachelor. Wes Wilson, TV personality. Bobby Bones, TV personality. Mm-hmm. One of the broadcast boys, Lucas Brody. Daddy, chill. You also got got both of them in there. Nelson Vergara, the other one from the broadcast boys. Stupid. That's my guys, man. I love them. Foreign Tech, Grammy Award winning producer. Okay. Julian Pena Jr., percussion. Grupo Frontera Band. Peo Solis, a vocalist of the Grupo Frontera Band. Danny Austin, who's an influencer. Never mind. Marcela Hernandez from Saturday Night Live. Tyler Toney from Dude Perfect. Kirion Pollard, a professional cricketer. Des Bryant's playing. Tiffany Haddish. King Bob. Kamel Kostek. Terrell Owens. Kane Brown. Mike Towers. And El Adio Carrion. That's your roster. Now, for the All-Star game for the American League, your starters are Adley Rushman,
best catcher in baseball.
Vladimir Guerrero Jr., Marcus Semien, Jose Ramirez, Gunnar Henderson, Aaron Judge, Juan Soto, Stephen Kwan, and Jordan Alvarez.
Judge was the
Can we keep the same energy for all the players and not just get up for the Yankees?
Judge was the leading vote getter for this too.
But he's having one of the best seasons.
Sure is.
In baseball.
Yeah, well, he
Like
had a
they
great
put his
season last
stats
year.
against, I think Bryce Harper. The year Bryce won the MVP. If you take his MVP stats and put it against what Judge has done in a half a season, Judge has already exceeded those numbers.
Still a lot of baseball to be played.
Oh
Yeah,
hell yeah! That's why we
we gotta
call it
keep it
Dog
up.
Days of Summer.
Got to keep it up and got to stay healthy.
He's got 32
Gotta
home
keep it
runs
up.
and 83 RBIs as of right now.
Blue Chew. Got to keep it up.
Yeah.
For the National League,
Whoa!
I just ran right past that. Just run past it. For the National League, William Contreras, Bryce Harper, Ketel Marte, Alex Baum, Trey Turner, Christian Yelich, Jerkson Profar,
Yep.
Mhm.
Fernando Tatis Jr., and Shohei Ohtani are your starters.
So actually, I think Jerkson Profar is the first kid from Curacao that was on the team. That's when I adopted Curacao as my home country for the new Little League World Series.
I'll take that.
Nah, so it's him. I was a good dude to play second base for the Orioles. Scope, Jonathan Scope,
Mhm.
Profar, and it's another kid that were all on that one team when Curacao made their first debut in the Little League World Series.
Oh, yes. Ah, man, you can't make me remember that, can you? Oh, Lord.
No, I can't, Jack.
Yeah, but I remember that team.
But
I
that
watch
team
the Little
was
League World Series every summer, man. I
exactly.
remember that.
And the only reason I root for Curacao is because, like, the U.S. got all the different, like, West, East, South, North. I was like, I'm gonna take me a country, and I'm gonna deal with it.
Yeah.
Go ahead, BJ. Why you laughing, man?
It's just the old man complexity of what you just said. Just like, nah, there's too much going on in the U.S. I just want
Yes.
one country.
Yes, in
I
the
just
country.
want one. That's it.
That's it.
Well, I saw a little thing that Luis Reyes and Juan Soto are all-stars for the third straight season, but
Yeah.
also all-stars for 3 different teams in that span. That's pretty cool, too.
That's right up there with when we get to football season. There are the Indianapolis Colts, the Washington Commanders, and I forget there's a third team that have each entered the year with a different starting quarterback. And this is the year the Colts actually fall off because of Anthony Richardson, but everybody else is still in that mix.
Mm-hmm.
Let's get out of this MLB thing.
All right.
Well, one more thing. There's 35 first-time All-Stars on this, so this is some new blood coming into All-Stars, and it's what it is the future of MLB.
Yes,
With this
and
35.
it's also helped by some of the things where MLB doesn't want the pitchers to pitch and all that other stuff too.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. That was it for me. I just wanted to make sure I got that in.
No problem, Jack.
Oh, it's the 5th straight All-Star game with at least 5 Dodgers too.
Oh boy.
And the Phillies got 7 stars. I think that's the most. Cleveland's up there too.
Cleveland's free falling.
Yes, they did start that. I noticed. But yeah, I'm looking forward to this All-Star weekend and game Tuesday. And we can go wherever you want to go now, KG.
Well, we're gonna jump over to some USA basketball because we had some developments yesterday. Right before USA took on Canada, Kawhi Leonard left the USA basketball team. Don't know why.
He heard already?
Oh, you know why. Tell him that it's human nature. Kawhi. You know why.
And I don't think he left.
You did that. I like that.
Why, Kawhi?
Go ahead, B. I'm shocked, man.
I'm
I
not.
don't.
I'm
Well,
not.
I don't know why you shocked. If
Yeah.
you listen to that clip I sent y'all with Grant Hills talking, I don't believe he left. You when you listen to Grant Hill talk, and we talked about this with the old school guys coming to judge the dunk contest. You hear an old school guy that loves the game, that's tired of shenanigans, that's tired of guys like, I don't want to practice today. Because if you listen to the first 30, 45 seconds of what Grant Hill's talking about when he's talking about Kawhi, it's more of a tone of this wasn't a good fit for USA basketball. It's not the natural tap dancing of, oh, Kawhi, he has some things going on with his knee and, we want him healthy for the long run. It wasn't that. In the beginning, you heard a old school guy that was frustrated with a new school guy and the probably just this arrogance of, I'm only going to practice half the time. I'm not going to practice today. And Grant Price is like, look, we don't need you if you're going to be like that. That's what I took from that. I don't think he left on his own accord. I think it was more Grant Hill and the USA team. They're like, hey, a little push, like you can go that way.
It's all or nothing.
It's cool if you get on that plane going back to LA. It's cool. Go ahead. We're not gonna stop you. That's how I got it.
Go ahead, Jack.
No, I say it's all or nothing. You don't come out to be 50% participant. You're either all in or you're not in. Is the way it should be on teams like that. That's all.
No, I totally agree with the sentiment. I think the problem is that Kawhi was trying to still load manage his way through the Olympics, and I wouldn't doubt that the Clippers made a phone call to Team USA and was like, look, if this dude can't play for us during the regular season or during the season, why are we risking him now during the off season? Like, let's get him off of this. Let's get him some rest, because the first thing he gonna cry about is the second the season starts, he can be like, well, I played in the Olympics. I need like nights off. And the Clippers probably don't even want to deal with that.
And
Can you blame?
And the crazy thing is, I almost feel like this was, and I like what Midnight Rider said there. I almost feel like Kawhi called the Clippers to make that call to USA basketball.
Right.
So I don't really want to be here. I'm gonna go home, and that's like you calling your mom and you're like, hey, take care of this for me, mom. I want to go home. Just tell the guys I'm sick today.
Well, I hear the word is they're going to replace Kawhi with Derek White.
Yep, and that's another thing.
NBA champion Derek White.
This is why I say I titled this whole segment USA Basketball. That's another thing. People are up in arms about Derek White being a replacement for Kawhi Leonard. Now, some say, well, why wasn't it Jaylen Brown should have been first? Finals MVP, Larry Bird trophy winner, like world champion. Why is he not the first pick? And he's like, Nike, really?
I mean, I think that's people that want to complain. I mean, I think going with a guy like Derek White gives you another glue guy. So now you get, like, I think the problem that Team USA has always had when picking players for these rosters is they don't fill out the roster completely. They always take the best of the best. And when you take the best of the best, you don't always get the most complete roster. So now you got Drew Holiday, you got Derek White,
Halliburton.
There's another guy that's a defensive guy. That's
Bam
Adebayo. There we go. So now we got three guys that's going to rebound, defend, and do everything else. You got your shooters, you got your Steph, you got your KDs, you got LeBron when he do the whole look at the basketball and then pull up and shoot the shot. Like, you got all of those guys on the team. So, like, it's just easier when you have that mix. And I think that's the problem that Team USA has always had is Team USA used to take, after the Dream Team, they used to take the best talent and not the best team.
Right.
Now we're finally doing the best team, and now Americans don't understand why we aren't taking the best talent.
Because
can't-
you got spoiled.
Yeah.
Not spoiled. It's just you can't the American public doesn't understand that to make a team, you got to have people that want to do the dirty work. They just think, oh well, it's 13 of these guys, and somebody gonna understand that, you know, they got to do the dirty work. No, it's easier when you are built by and stood under the thing of playing defense. Like that's your moniker. There's a difference of that guy versus a guy like, oh, I know I can score 35 points, but now I got to play defense. That's
And you
two
know what
different
that
defensive plays.
and that comes from leadership.
Exactly.
And one of the greatest clips and the greatest stories is Kobe joining that Olympic team. And as soon as he joined that Olympic team, it established a pecking order. The guys that were there that knew they could score 35, knew they could score 40, knew they weren't doing that with Kobe on the team. You're missing that blood. And even with the original Dream Team, everybody on the court behind scenes wanted to fuss and fight about who was the best. But when they got to the court, they knew Michael was the pecking order. They knew it was MJ and then everybody else. They understood that. And that's what makes a great team work. And what Midnight Rider is saying, and what the public don't understand, is you can't build a team like that now because you have too many guys that you don't really have a true leader.
Right.
You don't have guys that are willing to play their role. So now you have to go get specialists. You have to go get Bam. You have to go get White. You have to go get guys that play defense. Then you have to go get your guys that can score. We know Steph is going to shoot. He's not out there to play defense. He's going to shoot. KD's going to score. LeBron's going to score. Maybe play some defense. Maybe have a chase down block, whatever the case is. You just don't have that leadership no more. And unfortunately, I'm not even going to get into it. We're talking about USA basketball. I'm not even going to step on that. That's content for another day. Let's move on.
I'm going to say this. The reason why I said spoiled is because you took what turned out to be 11 Hall of Famers and a college kid, but you took the best of the best, and they learned how to work together. And to be quite honest with you, BJ, not disagreeing, but to correct what you're saying in front of company, Charles Barkley was the top of the pecking order on a Dream Team. He was what the offense went through. Barkley was your leading scorer.
Let's go to Jack.
Oh, that's why I've been trying to have my mic muted, man. Goodness gracious.
You too, man. You too.
Oh, shit. Oh, my God.
I've been trying to keep that mic muted, but just, man. Man said, let's go to Jack.
Did any of you see that box score from last night's game, exhibition game?
Yep.
I didn't.
I did.
I mean, Steph, 12. He was high point man, I believe. No, I'm sorry. Anthony Edwards had 13.
Yeah.
Anthony Davis had 12. Drew Holiday had a pretty good game with 11 points, 5 assists, 4 rebounds, 2 blocks. And then on the Canadian team, RJ Barrett was high point man over there with 12. And nobody else really did much more. Alexander had 10 and Dylan Brooks had 10. So
we're too early in the format.
No doubt.
To matter. Like
No,
I love when people put these exhibition games out and like these guys aren't ready to do what they do. Like they're trying to they're literally really trying to fill up their space.
This is why you have exhibitions. This is preseason.
Yeah, true.
Right.
But here's the thing. Looking at the team box score, U.S. shot 50% from the field. Canada shot 33%.
USA didn't shoot good from 3.
No, they were 7-23. And see, that's the problem right there.
Here we go.
Isn't it a closer 3-point shot, too?
Yes. I think it's college.
Top of the key?
Yeah.
A step back? Yeah, I think it's 19 foot instead of 20.
Hello? But that's my thing. Back in my day, now I'm playing. I'm messing with the midnight ride back.
No,
But-
go ahead, knock yourself
No.
out, man.
That when you have arguably, not my argument, but some people like to argue the greatest shooter of all time in Steph Curry.
Uh oh.
That's not my argument.
Lee Ice.
That's not my argument. Because if you want to talk about greatest shooters,
Lee Ice.
you can shoot from anywhere on the floor. It don't have to be from 3-point range. But anyway,
Lee Ice.
you got arguably one of the greatest shooters of all time, and he goes 3 for 6. But every Devin Booker 1 or 2, 0 for 2 for LBJ, 0 for 1 for Embiid, 1 for 3 for Holiday. Holiday shouldn't be shooting threes. I don't want you shooting threes.
No.
But I know why LBJ went 0 for 2. Because he didn't take that dribble and he didn't look at the basketball.
Yeah,
He got to look at for like at least 1.3 seconds.
But it's still not if he dribbles again, it's not a carry. So it's a difference. Like he can look at it for 1.3 seconds, but as long as he puts it back down, it's still a consistent dribble.
And Boss BJ said 21.1 foot is the Olympic 3-point
I
line.
thought I put 22 point.
22.1. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I can't read. Don't mind me.
I'm just hoping, and this is for me looking in. I just hope that that's not the reason they get clipped up and lose the game on that 3-point shot. And if I have to throw my wand and say why Team USA would lose, it would be that 3-point shot is going to kill them, and they're going to run in a team that is on fire, and it's just going to be too little, too late. And the saying is, you live by the 3, you die by the 3.
Yeah. So who would you think?
Why am I not on?
And maybe I'm putting myself in the way of the next question from the big guy, but like, who would be the team that you would think, if it's not Team USA, and you had to take a team to win the gold, who would it be?
Slovenia.
Jack Carr?
We went through this on the last show. There is no other team.
I got France.
There is no
France
other
is
team.
Best
USA will win gold.
young talent in the NBA right now.
They do.
Because I mean, think about it. If France wanted to, if Embiid was willing, France could have had Embiid, Wembanyama, and Gobert as their back line. Hold on. As their back line of their 2-3 defense. And then you add Koulibaly and whoever you want at the front. Like, what are you passing through? Like you got like guys with 7'7" wingspans all across the line. I think France has a chance. France screwed me in the soccer league, so
it's different. It's different basketball. It's not the NBA brand basketball.
Exactly.
And
that's,
it's
that's one of the best things that Coach K and them in that Dream, was it? I forget the name of the special that they had on Netflix.
The Redeem Team?
Redeem Team. That was,
I'm watching
that was one of the best things they talked about. Like, this isn't our basketball. We're playing somebody else's basketball.
Right.
Yep.
And I hate bringing it back to it, but I have to. We talk about the Dream Team a lot. This is one of them times you have to say, hey, let these guys cook. They got to do their thing. They got to show that they can carry the mantle because it's their turn now. Everybody bring it. And Nick Wright says something that pissed me off.
Here we go.
And he always says something that pissed me off. And I got to say this about Nick Wright.
Go ahead.
Thank you, because you always give me fodder and give me things to do.
Talk to him.
But to ever disrespect the Dream Team, and I hate when people disrespect older basketball. Dude, it wasn't the same type of talent. I don't give a fuck what the talent was. They played who they had to play. So
tell them why you mad, son. Tell them why you mad, son.
Hold on. But if you think that after MJ played 64 holes and he said he was gonna lock up Tony Kukoc, and Scottie Pippen was like, "Nah, I got him," and they went after him like a rabid dog. But then,
Tony Kukoc was a plumber.
well, yeah, he was. Plumber. But not only did they lock up Tony, but they locked up Drazen too, who is the maestro of basketball. Probably one of the greatest European players ever. If he would have lived, he would have had living legendary status. He's a legend because he passed, but he would have had living legendary status because of what he did on the court.
Tell him why you mad, son.
You talk about the dream team like they're a lost product. Like, dude, 23 championships. How many MVPs?
I think it's 11 Hall of Famers.
And you telling me that any assembly of talent that you putting together now is going to beat that? Magic Johnson said it himself. Who's going to stop him inside? Who's going to stop him inside? Because you ain't got nobody that's stopping him inside. They dumping it down low all day. Magic said, who checking me? Ain't nobody guarding me.
Tell him why you mad, son.
I don't know.
This right here, take what you got right here in this USA basketball team. Take what you got. Your LeBron James, your Steph Curry, your Drew Holidays, your Joel Embiid, your Devin Booker. Take it right there. If they play a brand of basketball where they never get down and they got their foot on the neck of the competition, you're not going to call it the greatest assembly of talent, but you're going to say, damn, that was a damn good team. I think, because it's 92, 2008, 2012. And then it's everybody else.
Tell them why you mad, son.
So, and I'm not taking anything away from 96. I'm not taking anything away from Dream Team 2, which is the 94 FIBA championships. I'm not taking anything away from them. But
tell them why you mad, son.
Hey, Nick Wright, stop running your mouth, man. Stop running your mouth about shit you don't know about. Come on, stop it. You say one good thing, I start liking you, then you say three things back to back that don't make no sense. Come on, bro. Like, I'm gonna have this. I wish I had his number. I'd be like, come on, why would you say that? I would call him in the morning, be like, why would you say that?
You can tweet him.
I think that's what I'm gonna start doing.
So he can block you.
Yeah, then that's.
I got more than one Twitter page.
I got
this. You hear that, Sparkle? You hear that, Sparkle?
She know. I got my own and I got the sideline junkies. What you talking about? Let's go.
No.
Let's go.
Looking for Nub in all the wrong places.
Oh, shit.
Jack, what you thinking, Jack?
Man, I think y'all ate some of them brownies before the show. God damn.
Oh, shit.
Y'all's on a roll,
You
boy.
never had one of these shows before.
I ain't never seen all three of you on a roll. Usually two of you, but all three of you are rolling. Oh my.
Let's go rapid fire real quick.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
RG3 gets the fans in the uproar.
About what?
First he gave his thoughts on Jaden Daniels. He likes Jaden Daniels. He thinks he's going to be successful, which is great.
I don't care what he thinks.
No,
say it again, Jack.
I get it. He got the fans in the uproar with this is a safe space. Would you like to see the old logo come back? The old name and the logo come back? Bruh, it's dead. It's done. We've put it to rest. And if we wanted to come back, we still got another 3.5 years for that to happen. Stop it. This is not anything to talk about. But everybody's in the uproar. Oh my God, we're bringing yellow pants back. You know you in the middle of the summer when you start talking about pants and picnics. Yep. That was the big thing on Twitter yesterday. Oh man, they bringing the yellow pants back. We getting yellow pants and burgundy tops this season. Who the fuck cares?
It's George Allen stuff there.
The fans care, KG. I mean, everybody so the funny part, because this is where I walk into your guys. When I say your guys, because there are guys in this group that just want their original uniforms and they don't want change. They don't like change. And like, this is your thing. I think, honestly, that the Redskins' original uniforms are god awful. But that's me, because I'm a uniform guy. I'm a guy that likes Oregon's jerseys. Like when Oregon comes in and they change jerseys every week, or
sometimes at halftime.
Huh?
It seems like sometimes Oregon changes jerseys at halftime.
Exactly. I love that aspect where you get the different colors. So I had no problem with the Commanders jerseys, with the burgundy on top of burgundy, the black on black, the white on white, and everybody was like, "Oh, it's cranberry." Dude, it's 2024. We don't need the burgundy doesn't matter. The old burgundy was god awful. Oh my gosh. If I had any say that the burgundy and the jerseys, the old jerseys, we'd have been moved off of those. I was always saying, I used to love when they tried to make what was it? They made the silver and gray jersey, and then they made something else. Yeah. The worst things was their throwbacks. Their throwbacks were god awful. Their throwbacks were the worst things ever.
You talking about the one with the patch on the
state? Man, you should flush that down the toilet.
You talking about the one with the patch on the side and the brown helmet?
We ain't got time for this.
You should have flushed it.
Yep.
And okay, let me get clarification.
Y'all about to do this for 25 minutes.
All right. So no. So let's go to something else.
When you said original uniform, which uniform are you talking about?
Just pin. Go ahead, Jack. Let Jack get in.
I don't care what uniforms they wear. I don't care what combo pants and jerseys they wear. I just want to see them start winning football games again. And the name Redskin is never coming back. Never. I don't understand why people have a small hope or a big hope. The name is never coming back. Never. Never, ever, ever.
You could wear pink and purple. You can wear whatever you want. If you put W's in the win column,
mailman's outfit. I don't care.
And if y'all want to sprinkle sugar in the end zone after y'all score every touchdown, give me W's. That's all I care about. y'all want to play Tinkerbell in the end zone afterwards.
Mm-hmm.
We can play It's Raining Men in the end zone if we're winning
W's. W's. I'm gonna be in the stands like this.
Play YMCA.
I don't care what they
Matty
wear.
Ice said, in between sets, and Nora Jones had Mavis Staples open up for. She's 85 and still has an amazing voice. She's a legend. Yes, she is. She just celebrated her birthday. Was it today or yesterday?
We don't know.
Can't remember.
Wow.
A little bit of sad news. Super Bowl champion, probably one of the best D coordinators in NFL history. Architect of the Tampa 2, Monty Kiffin, has passed away. They said he passed away surrounded by his family earlier today. Father of Lane Kiffin, as I said, longtime Tampa Bay Buccaneer coach. Came up with the Tampa 2 offense with Tony Dungy, won a Super Bowl. Fellas, any thoughts?
Oh yeah, I got a thought.
Just a legend.
I got a thought. He's already probably haunting EA Sports with the way the Tampa 2 work on the game. He's probably already haunting them.
Yes.
Yeah. Because Tampa 2, no pressure. But
hey KG, just so you know, I have Madden 24. Just so you know.
Oh yeah, he just got it the other day.
I got it like 3 days ago
for $2.
13.
I'm gonna let you know now. I don't know if you want that.
I don't even care about that. Like really right now, I'm just enjoying playing the video game on whatever the level is, pro, and just the fact that I can play Madden again.
KG getting 25 next week, though, next month.
No. I'm gonna be stuck on college football for a while.
College football. But college football about to drop Monday, but you got to have the next gen system to play it.
You got to have the PS5.
Yep.
You keep saying Monday. I swear they said the 25th.
Let me look.
Whatever day that is, it doesn't matter.
Thank you. Apartment 2.
Let's not get caught up in the minutia. Let's finish the show out because we got 13 minutes before it's not able for us to upload.
Right. Berhalter out as U.S. men's soccer coach.
I'm sorry. I know everybody else in the room doesn't matter about this. I am the happiest man in the room.
Oh yeah, it seems like you ain't doing something right. I mean,
He's
shit,
not doing
you can't
anything.
win nothing.
We're supposed to be in this golden era
I
of
know.
American soccer talent. You can't lose, excuse my language, but you can't lose to Panama. You can't lose to Panama when you're supposed to be in the golden age of soccer.
I agree.
Panama. We're not talking about Uruguay. We're not talking about Spain. We're talking about Panama. You know what happens in Panama? We ain't even got a good canal in Panama, but you gonna lose to Panama?
Yeah, no, they've
Nah,
been
dog.
underachieving for a while now.
They've underachieved their last two tournaments with
No
him
doubt.
as the coach of this team. And I wonder, honestly, I'll be very open and I'll say it this way. I wonder if USA has a problem kind of like with basketball where the guys don't have enough time to congeal and make themselves a team before they get into these major events. But that's the only my whole thing on Berhalter is he was god awful.
Here's a question: where do you go next? Who do you get? What changes?
I look for any old like an old guy from the Premier League. I look for somebody like that has some connections and they can see outside the box. Because I don't even think the next coach is the right coach. Because I don't think USA Soccer is going to reach its apex until where are we at? We're at 2024. The World Cup is 2026. Our apex is 2030.
Damn. Sam Moss said, I spent a year in Panama. I didn't even know they had a soccer team.
Oh,
Exactly.
that's even worse.
Panama.
Well, it's about that time. It's about that time. It's about that time. It's about that time we wrap
Really?
this thing up.
Oh wow.
Fellas, we got all before we come back. Shoot, are we even broadcasting during the All-Star game on Tuesday? Is anybody gonna be available for that?
Well, I know I'm not.
What we gonna do?
What time's the game come on? 8?
Let me find out.
I got everything but the time here.
You know me we gonna be here.
Arlington Globe Life Stadium,
Yep, 8:00.
8 o'clock.
You gotta put your controller down, Brian. Brian, put the controller down.
I'm good.
We thinking 8:20 for game time.
Okay. I mean, we can do something short and sweet.
Yeah, I'm good.
All right. We know the Balls BJ.
About the home run derby and what went down.
Yeah, and the Balls BJ will be on special assignment, so it'll be us three.
Right.
We'll be back next Thursday. He'll be back Sunday first, but then next Thursday. So
You mean next Tuesday?
no, he'll be back on Thursday. Sunday and Thursday is for him.
Oh, okay.
DJ, Boss man.
Hey man, hey big guy, K, you don't be clocking my time, man.
Look, I gotta get you logged into Paycom, man. Like we gotta get this stuff right.
Jeez,
Come on now.
telling them people where I'm gonna be at, man.
Well, I mean, if you act like I
Hey,
told you,
it sound like the boss man say, I'm gonna be where I be and I is where I is.
That's right.
But see, he act like I'm telling people that he gonna be at the K Street Lounge tonight.
How you know I'm not gonna be there?
Hey, I mean, it's either they or triples. I mean, which one is it gonna be?
Oh boy,
Don't get his Thursday on.
that's different.
Sam Moss said topic suggested for wrestling night: 1, 2, 3 Kid, Val Venus, RVD, and Jeff Hardy, Doink, and NWO.
What kind of topic is that?
I
That's
don't
what
know.
Sam said.
I'll run with it.
I like what I mean. I don't know. I mean, I thought he had a theme going, but then he lost me with the rest of it.
He lost me at the 1, 2, 3.
Well, I mean, with RVD, that's Mr. Monday Night. So
Right.
RVD, that's Riverdale. On the way.
Oh.
Sam Moss said, I really don't follow other sports, but I learned a lot tonight. Thanks. Hey, no problem. Come on
No
back
problem,
on.
man.
Wrestling will
Come
be
on
back.
back anytime. We be laughing, cutting up too.
Man, put them notifications on so you get that
Yeah,
notification when
you
we
got,
go live.
yeah. This everybody was on one tonight.
Yeah, this is a good. So, final thoughts before we go home. Boss.
I mean, I done got ousted of where I'm gonna be at, so I'm gonna just be quiet for the rest of the time.
I mean, you got to go get dressed for the. Hey, look, he said he gonna be at Triples. See him at Triples. Saturday night he be at Hammer Jacks with the People's Choice Don Rodriguez. So
I'm gonna still
one of them nights I'm gonna have dreadlocks. Just so you know.
Sunday he'll be down tracks.
Oh God! Oh God!
Oh my goodness!
Yo, just wrap it up over that, dog. All these people saying I was gonna say if he gonna drop the tracks.
Oh,
ladies and
I don't
gentlemen.
even final comment no more now.
Oh my God.
The show.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for joining us tonight. It's been a wild ride. It's been fun. We will be back. Well, I'll be back on Saturday night. Everybody else be back on Sunday for the Sunday Rise. So you got 2 shows. Saturday Night WrestleManiacs, Sunday Rise. Be prepared, set them notifications, and be on the lookout on wherever you stream your music. Make sure you follow us on that app as well. All the majors. So until next time, that's the boss BJ. That's the gentleman Jack. In the corner there is the Midnight Rider. And we don't do no overtime, baby, because that's what Big John taught us. We are out of here.